Okay. As we are working on nutrition goals specifically, we want to jump to calories and macros all the time. But as you're saying, like calories and macros right now just might not be the thing right now, which is a-okay, right? However, one of the most direct ways to tell whether or not you're in a calorie deficit is how often you physically experience the sensation of hunger, right? One of the easiest ways to know whether or not you're in a deficit is to start to know that you're hungry, right? I mean, this is just like physiological programming. Your body will tell you when it's time to eat. And so if we're honoring that by like waiting until tummy growl, right, to eat, then you're probably lending yourself more toward eating fewer calories just because you've waited until you were hungry to actually eat. And then we follow this hunger to fullness scale. Get hungry before you eat, and then stop eating when you're no longer physically hungry. Not when you're sick, not when you're not when your belt gets tight, but when you have satisfied the hunger urge, okay? And this is where eating slowly, eating mindfully, putting the fork down in between bites, not eating distracted, right? Obviously, we eat in social situations all the time, but eating more mindfully, eating more slowly so that you can tap into when have I reached that satisfaction point is really important, right? Have we talked about this hunger to fullness scale? Let me show you a picture here. Okay. So on the hunger to fullness scale, right? So when we are not trying to lose weight, let's just start with like maintenance mode first. When we're not trying to lose weight, we'll probably allow ourselves to get really full, right? And then we'll probably never really experience true hunger. This is maintenance mode, right? In maintenance mode, you probably have not experienced true hunger in a minute, right? Okay. When we're trying to lose weight, then this just ratchets down to where we'll never quite pass this level 7 fullness, and we'll never quite pass this level 3 hunger. We will experience the physical sensation of hunger while we're trying to lose weight, but we'll never quite be really stuffed full happy, okay? So we just ratchet all this down where it was here to maybe here. It just comes down 3 or so points. And that's a way to intuitively take these internal cues more so than the external cues of the calories and macros. This is a way to take the internal cues that, okay, I'm making better choices and I'm getting hungry and I'm stopping when I'm no longer hungry, not when I'm stuffed, not when my belt is tight. But like these are some of those internal cues that give you an opportunity to actually feel what it feels like to be in a deficit without the calories and macros, if calories and macros aren't for you right now.
This is helpful to have this articulated, because like I have been also trying to be more aware of how my body feels, and I've been noticing some differences too. Even in like some of the like at home stuff that I eat. And so I'm like, did I switch up something that, I hadn't eaten before? Am I doing something different to it, or are they just poisoning the foodie? but